Miss Marjorie Taylor Green thought it'd be a good idea that she's going to call for impeachment articles, or she's drawing up impeachment articles that'll be delivered on the 21st of January for some shit Biden hasn't even done yet. Or I guess shit he will do. I don't really know. This is the Newsmax clip.
Against the impeachment effort by the Democrats. President Trump has held over 600 rallies in the last 4 years. None of them included assaulting police, destroying businesses, or burning down cities. Democrats have...
Well, that's actually true. He got sued in 2016 for incitement of a riot. Because a bunch of people got beat up at his rally when he told people to get him the hell out of there. So, just saying, shit has gone down.
Spent all this time endorsing and enabling violent riots that left billions in...
Imagine thinking you're censored, being a United States congressperson on the floor of the House chamber, speaking on, I don't know, 7 different national TV networks. Like, you are not censored at all. You have to wear a mask because the other day when you people didn't wear masks, 3 members of Congress got COVID, a disease that has killed almost 400,000 people in just the United States.
Property damage and 47 dead across the United States. Democrats' impeachment of President Trump today has now set the standard that they should be removed for their support of violence against the American people.
Well done, Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Green, Republican of Georgia.
These fucking people.
Just been on the job for about a week or so, and there she was defending the president. She's back with us tonight. Well,
by the way, this is the future of the GOP right here. Like, this is what we're looking at. People like her, Lauren Boebert. The future of the GOP has nothing to do with policy. It's all about hating the left and being loud, you know, and it's basically just hating the left and accusing them of a bunch of crazy shit. Like, that's what the base wants. You know, even after everything that's happened with Trump, everything that's happened, he's still the most popular choice for 2024 by like 25% or something. I think he's at like 45%, and Mike Pence is at like 18. You know what I mean? It's something like that. So he's still a clear favorite, even after everything. So that's what the GOP wants. And we're going to see a serious fracture, I think, over the next 2 years. And I don't know what's going to happen exactly, but it ain't going to be good.
Welcome back. You were on
for
last
them.
night.
Probably be good for us, maybe.
Welcome, Congresswoman. How do you feel about today, first of all?
Well, I'm absolutely disgusted with what happened today. What the Democrats are putting the American people through is atrocious. It's a waste of our taxpayer dollars, and they're pouring salt in the wounds of 75 million Americans who voted for President Trump. This is not why I wanted to come to Washington. I wanted to actually work on real problems, but it's apparent that we definitely have real...
I bet the fucking QAnon supporter wants to work on real problems. I fucking bet, lady. Like, literally 2 years ago, this lady was a Facebook QAnon mom, and now she... I don't know. I mean, she's basically one of the most recognizable Congress members in the GOP. Just to give you an idea of where we're at.
And this is why I wanted to come on your show tonight. I'm tired of Republicans that lay down and allow this country to be ravaged, allow Democrats to abuse their power and their positions. And I believe it's time for Republicans to stand up for the American people and do a good job in
Links
Congress.
in bio to YouTube and Twitch,
Very
guys.
well.
You want to come over and
yes, 10
check
or so
that out.
Republicans did this as well. We'll have more on that in a bit. Congresswoman, I understand, though, you have something pressing, something important, and something new you'd like to share with everybody.
Yes, I would like to announce on behalf of the American people, we have to make sure that our leaders are held accountable. We cannot have a president of the United States that is willing to abuse the power of the office of the presidency and be easily bought off by foreign governments, foreign Chinese energy companies, Ukrainian energy companies. So on January 21st, I will be filing articles of impeachment on Joe Biden.
Wow. Articles of impeachment.
So let me get this straight. You're filing. Joe Biden has not been tied to any Ukrainian gas companies or energy companies. Now his family has, his son definitely has, but you know, that's not how our current government works. You cannot convict Joe Biden for what Hunter Biden has done legally. I mean, Hunter Biden, as far as we know as of now, has not done anything illegal. So you're issuing articles of impeachment because of you think Joe Biden is tied to Chinese and Ukrainian energy companies? Like, wouldn't such a thing require like an investigation or like proof or anything? Like, these are the people that went absolutely insane over trying to impeach Trump when there was clear evidence that he tried to get Ukraine to look into Biden. I mean, that was clear as day. Now, whether that was impeachable or not was the question. But it definitely happened, and then he tried to cover it up. Several different ways. I mean, we're not going to relitigate the fucking Ukraine thing, because it was just way too complicated for anybody to really care about. Same with the Russiagate shit. But this doesn't even make any sense. Like, this is all... I mean, just get ready, because this is all the Republican Party is going to be for the next couple years. At least the next, well, probably fucking forever at this point. Who knows? I have no hope. But it's going to be all performative horseshit investigations. Thank God we won the Senate. Because the amount of times they would have called Hunter Biden up to the Senate chamber to talk about him smoking crack or something, we would have lost count. This is their game. Fucking all these faux investigations for the greatness of America after they spent the last 4 years fucking uber simping for Donald Trump. Oh wait, I can't say simp anymore on Twitch yet. Or whatever.
Impeachment on Joe Biden.
By the way, while you guys are here, if you could like the stream, I really, really appreciate it. If you watch my lives, you could follow me on Twitch. I'd really appreciate it. And if you want to support me, you can subscribe on Twitch. And then you get to use emojis. So all that stuff. Also join the Discord.
On his first full day as president. I'm looking at Hunter Biden right now. So we're talking about Joe.
Imagine
Obviously,
fucking that. Oh, there we go.
As well. How is that going to work? You are a freshman. You're in the minority. What will happen next? Is this symbolic, or can you really do something about this?
Well, like I said, I'm a big believer in having people in office that are actually willing to do the job. And I can't imagine people in this country being so fearful of the future of a Biden presidency that they may be willing to commit violence like they did in the Capitol here in Washington, D.C. We cannot have that. I do not condone that violence. The American people need hope. They need to know that there are Republicans in Congress that are willing to stand up and fight for them, regardless of being in a minority, regardless of having all odds against us, against me, or against anyone in Congress. We have to.
Or hear me out. Instead of a fake impeachment investigation that's actually not going anywhere, it's not even going to be an investigation. It's going to be it's just a spectacle that's going to die immediately because, I don't know, Nancy Pelosi's in control of the fucking House. Instead of doing some spectacle, why not try to pass health care or stimulus or, I don't know, an eviction moratorium for the 40 million people that might be kicked out in like a month? Or, I don't know, people can't afford... What is... God damn it. Daycare. Yeah, people can't afford daycare. People can't afford anything, honestly. And there's so many things. The jobs report came out today. Another 1 million people are out of work this week. This late in the pandemic, those are the kind of jobs that aren't really coming back. I mean, there's so many things you could be working on to help the people of Georgia, yet you'd much rather do this performative garbage. God, I'm so over these fucking people.
To hold people accountable. Joe Biden is on record on the phone saying that he would withhold $1 billion of foreign aid if he didn't get his way with these deals with his son Hunter. And there's an ongoing investigation with Hunter Biden's laptop.
Oh my God, that's such a stupid talking point. The Joe Biden said he'd withhold money from Ukraine thing was part of the UN strategy. He went over there on orders from Obama. He literally has talked about that story several times in public. It's not a secret at all in any way. Because they had a corrupt prosecutor, he told Ukraine, which was a very corrupt regime at the time, that if they didn't get rid of this guy, who was extremely corrupt, like they had protests in the streets about him, that he was not going to give them the money. And that was the whole story. And this was signed off by every country that we are allies with that was involved in this deal. Like, this isn't, it's just so ridiculous that they ever bring this up. Like, how do they ever think this is a good talking point?
Into being bought and paid for by communist Chinese energy companies. This is a dangerous threat to our country when we have a man that will be holding the power of the presidency, but will so easily and is on record for abusing power.
We're going to play that phone call. I'm going to actually make an arrangement to get it in a moment. But while we do that, I want to ask you, and I'm going to just play devil's advocate for a moment. I'm, with you on Joe Biden.
What are you going to do when all this fails?
Well, it looks very corrupt. Let's face it. It hasn't been proven 1,000%, but I think it looks very bad and warrants further investigation, definitely. But you just said a moment ago, you didn't go to Congress for this kind of thing. A lot of us are frustrated. I know a lot of the American people are frustrated about COVID relief, and, there are other pressing matters. What do you say to that? That perhaps, we don't need yet another impeachment right after.
By the way, these are the same assholes that are right now, after those idiots stormed the Capitol, and now that the Democrats want to do an impeachment of Trump because he incited a riot. This is the assholes that are calling for unity. And she's literally saying she's going to issue articles of impeachment the day Biden takes office for a crime that she thinks he might have committed that he clearly has not. And she knows this will die immediately. Like, there's no chance of this happening. Any energy she puts into this is too much because it's dead immediately. And these are the people that are calling for unity. That's why, spare me your unity calls when this is the exact kind of shit that you turn around and do.
After this one, 3 in what, a year and a half? Maybe let this one go. Just devil's advocate here.
No, absolutely not. We don't let criminals serve in our offices like
I
president.
beg to differ on that one.
Even Kamala Harris, who shared the Minnesota Freedom Fund bail link on her social media, asking people to donate money to bail criminals out of jail that attacked small businesses, burned down the city, attacked the police precinct. These people need to be held accountable. Republicans have not been strong enough in doing that. So it's time, if they want to if they want to lower the bar on what impeachment is, then yes, let's roll with it. And the Americans want this to happen. Americans are sick and tired and fed up, fighting for the economy. We need to reopen America. That's how we get our economy back on track.
So we have that phone call, which never received adequate attention from the media. They didn't even try to explain it. They just kind of brushed it aside. But this is Joe Biden talking about, kind of bragging about how he muscled Ukraine into doing what he wanted. It's fascinating. Watch, everybody. This is after he left the vice presidency a few months later.
And I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and...
First, this isn't a phone call. This is a goddamn live, I don't know, panel or something. This, oh my God. This is not news. Why? This is a dead talking point from years ago. I don't know. You guys get the point. She's fucking stupid. And that's pretty much
Hey y'all,
it.
thanks so much for watching another video. Remember, if you want to support me, the link to my Patreon is in the description. Also, you could subscribe to me on Twitch, If you have an Amazon Prime membership, you get 1 free Twitch subscription, so you can do that. All the links to everything are down in the description. You can follow me on TikTok for daily content, and yeah, thanks so much for watching. Also remember to join the Discord and don't get red pilled.